You mentioned the first business you started. What did that look like? Why did you start the business?
Well, we started the business mainly because at CB, there was a system that was supposed to be implemented. That system meant that if brokers working in one neighborhood came up with something in someone else's neighborhood, they were required to bring them in. There were a bunch of people with a lot of experience at that time and went to the boss and said, "Hey, this deal happens to be in Bob and Paul's territory. We don't want to bring them in though." And the boss didn't have them bring us in. So the rules didn't apply equally. And it's one of the big lessons that we learned at Massey Knakal. We had a set of guidelines, rules, and principles. They applied to everybody, whether you were at the company for years and years and years, or it was your first day on the job. And those rules also applied to Paul and I, just as they applied to everybody else. And you have to have that. So that was something that was a little disquieting to have to deal with. And, we were young. I was 26, Paul was 28. We thought we could take over the world and decided to branch out on our own. We actually wanted to do it a couple of years before we did. In 1986, we wanted to start the company. And in 86, we were the top salespeople in CB's office out of about 60 brokers, which was only our third year in the business. But we were fortunate enough to have a little bit of success. Went down to Chemical Bank and said, "Hey, we need $500,000 to start a business. Where do we sign?" And they kind of laughed at us and said, "No, guys, that's not how it works. Go start your business, come in with a 3-year track record, show us what you can do. Maybe we'll give you a couple of bucks." So we spent the next 2 years saving money from every commission that we made. And by November of 88, had saved up enough to start the business. So we left, and Massey Knakal was born on November 15th of 88. Just the two of us and a secretary in 800 square feet. It was a 18-month sublet. And we went from there.